Hello, and welcome to another. Well, this is an entirely different video, but as you can see, it's the Diary of a Mad Lad, Chapter 1. I wasn't sure what the next words were going to be. Honestly, truthfully, I've never done a video like this before, like ever. All right, because I've just recently got into Dragon Ball Super, the card game, as you can see. And so I've sort of been like just grinding out games here and there. I've been to tournaments and I've lost all my tournaments. So I wanted to sort of make like videos detailing my progress, because the goal is, right? Well, my goal is to try to get into nationals, right? Because I've played a lot of card games. And when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I've always wanted to go to nationals, but I was a broke college kid, so I didn't have the money to go to nationals, right? Now I'm older, and I've got a little bit more money in my pocket, so I was like, but I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh no more. I absolutely hate playing Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't expect nothing out of it. And, now that I found a card game that I'm really enjoying, I'm sort of like, I want to put forth the effort. So the goal of these videos, they're going to be on Sundays, normally late at nights after I come back from a tournament. So I have time to think about, to just sort of like figure my way through this. Now, do I want to show off matches that I've been playing? Yes. Eventually, maybe. We're going to see how this goes out. But I know for right now, we're going to see how this video works out. If it does well, I might make more of these. And if it doesn't do well, I still might make more of these. Because a lot of my videos that do well are actually videos that just talk about things. Alright, so people clearly want to hear me talk about things and they want less gameplay. So here I am, a Dragon Ball noob, and we are on our way to go from zero to hero just like that. Bam! Only someone who watched the Hercules movie will get that. So, actually, before we get into that, I actually want to talk about why I haven't been making a lot of videos this week. As you can tell from my uploads, I have not had a lot of videos come out, and I wanted to explain why. I work 2 jobs, so during the morning, I'm a health aide, and at night, I'm a Subway worker. I gotta make money somehow, you know what I mean? And now I gotta make extra money because they've got a whole Gundam card game that's about to come out, and like a Warhammer-esque Gundam game that you can't really call Warhammer, but the pieces sort of look like it, and you best believe I'm about to spend money like that. So my goal is to get into the middle-class American age. Wealth. Alright? Well, the middle class doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, best believe when that comes out, I'm going to be on it like white on rice, bro. Alright? I promise you that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've just been busy. And then I've also picked up guitar. I've been playing Rocksmith. So I try to spend an hour a day playing Rocksmith. Sometimes I have the time. Sometimes I don't. I also do a lot of language classes on my own time. So I try to keep myself busy. And I go to the card store more often now so I can grind out games. So I definitely try to stay busy nowadays. And it can be a little, it's a little hard trying to manage everything. I won't lie. It's not like extremely hard, but sometimes I'll be like, man, I could have put out a video. Or like before, when I first started back up my channel, I was like, oh, I can make videos out all the time. And then I got Rocksmith, and then I started doing Duolingo, and then I started going out more often, and then I started joining like different things and giving myself more hobbies. And so, and I've had a really good time doing it. So again, unless I'm having millions of followers on YouTube, which isn't happening anytime soon for that matter, I feel like I just take it as it goes. And, so yeah, will I make a whole bunch of these? Like, will my channel be switched to Dragon Ball Super? Absolutely not. Alright? I want to get Mage Knight on the table. Alright? Mage Knight is coming. I definitely want to play some more Marvel Champions. But I just wanted to give you a talking video to, have a conversation about it. Maybe you play Dragon Ball Z Super. Maybe you don't. I just wanted to, just talk about some stuff and throw a video out there so you all don't forget about me. Because your boy is doing things behind the scene, but he also trying to, stay on point because he is thinking about you. So, let's talk about the deck. So, we have our Dragon Ball Super leader is a Gogeta. Right? Can I get that lined up perfectly? There you go. Basically, he lets me search for Blue Saiyans, which is, we have a lot of Blue Saiyans around. I should have probably separated them to make them better, but actually, if I do this like this, and I do that like that, and we move you over, and we put U4 over here, bam. So he pretty much lets me search for over half the deck when I attack. Alright, so all of these, and all of these. Alright, and our goal is to basically fuse and keep on fusing. Alright, we do have some big monsters, but we have, let's start with the small stuff first. So as you can see, we've got Vegetas and we've got Gokus. And then we have our Vegeta Goku duo. And their goal is to basically, their fusion tools. So here's how fusion works in this game, right? I have a Goku and a Vegeta in my hand. I place them in a drop, and I pay 1 energy. I exhaust an energy, and I can put this guy on the field. That's how fusion works. Now, with Gogeta, how fusion works is I do the same thing, but now if I have 2 energy, I can use the cards that are in my drop to do another fusion. So I can fuse again to put out another dude, and the cards that I use in my drop to fuse go into the Z energy. And then, in my awakened form, when I attack, I draw a card, and as long as I have a fusion on the field, I can send a card for my Z energy to the drop in order to ready him back up and swing with him again, letting me draw 2 cards per turn. Alright, so we've got some good benefits going on. I mean, we ain't drawing like 3 to 4 cards, but we're definitely getting some good stuff going. So our goal is, we want to get some fusions in our hand, and we want to make sure we have pieces. We don't need these guys in our hand. We just need them somewhere. As long as we have a Goku and a Vegeta, we can fuse them. We can use 1 in our hand and 1 in our drop to fuse. There's things that we can do. So our goal is to basically fuse. So here are our fusion pieces. That doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're over here searching in your first form for them, it gets real easy, and these guys search out one another. Well, he sends this one to the drop, and he sends this one to the drop. And no, wait, is it drop or Z energy? I'm sorry. No, these 2 they search from the top of the deck. And he lets me draw a Goku. He lets me add 1 Goku or Gogeta. And he lets me add 1 Vegeta or 1 Gogeta. 1 Vegeta or 1 Gogeta. I was like, man, why am I getting tongue-tied there? So these guys sort of help search for one another. These 2 lets me play them turn 2. They cost 1 energy if I use their limit. And they send one of the other ones into the drop. So that way we can fuse again. So again, our goal is to just fuse, and fuse, and have units on the field while getting rid of our opponent's boards. Because like Battle for Peace, I very much dislike the artwork for this Battle of Peace. All right, I'm just gonna throw it out there. But as you can see, we can place Z energy into our drop, and when they combo with we can send, in order for them to combo, they have to place 1 card from their hand to the bottom of their deck. So in order to stop this, you really want to, like I was playing some yellow decks, and what they would do is when I would play this guy and clear their field, they would respond by putting him in rest mode, so I couldn't attack with him. That actually hampered me a lot. I did run into that a lot, so that was a pain. Other issues I had was, we played 3 games for the tournament, right? I played against a red Vegito, a black Cumber deck, and, what is it? A GT Gogeta deck, And the GT Gogeta deck, that was a rough one, but I actually was able to I felt like I was able to interact with that deck a lot because, like, the Vegito deck, I had 2 turns and I couldn't really do anything. I didn't have Dimension Magic and I didn't have Defending Friends in my hand or Oceanus, so I couldn't stop him from attacking with a triple attacker and a double attacker. I was able to stop one triple attacker because we had Pilaf on the field and we were able to negate the one triple attack. But it's really hard, and what I'm learning is I think I need to just stop the enemy from getting any type of energy off of me. Right? Because when I was playing against the Vegito, here's the thing, like when I play the game, I let myself get attacked so I can add more cards to the hand, right? And I play a very dangerous game and it's very greedy, and I need to learn how to calm down my greediness because I put myself in situations where I'm down to like 5 life on my second turn and I can't really mount a defense or do anything. And that's my fault. You know what I mean? This is just training. You know what I mean? I gotta grind out these games and get better. So, like the Vegito, I wasn't really able to do anything. If I had a Dimension Magic, I would have been able to stop the triple attack. I was able to kill the other triple attack with a counter, but I wasn't able to do anything else. So that was rough. And we had to combo out both sides because I did have my super combos, so I was able to draw into 3 of them using the other one. You need to find a place to be, ma'am. All right, I don't need you here right now. We're busy. Thank you. And no. Nope. Sit behind me. Thank you. So, yeah, the Vegito, I felt like I just drew bad. I wasn't really able to stop it. I'm gonna throw you somewhere. All right, they're gonna be like, "Why is this cat flying?" When your cats interrupt your game. So the Vegito, I feel like it was more bad luck because I don't really run a lot of negate attacks, as you can see. Like, I find the heroic Trunks to be hard to throw out because even though, let's see, I don't really have a lot of Z Unisons. I have this one, right? And then I have, where are you? I have Weiss. So, like, my first couple of turns, my first 2 turns, I try to awaken. So here's what I do. If I go second, I attack and I combo. I go first and they attack me and I combo, and then I go and then I attack and I combo. And then I play a card, and I attack, and I combo with that one. That gives me 3 cards in my Z energy. And then I flip over, and I draw 2 cards. And then I try to get out my Practice Fusion. And I try to make sure that my Gokus and my Vegetas are in the drop. So that way, because here's how it works, right? Maybe I'll try to explain this as best as I can. So I'm just going to say we have these 2. So we have, and let's go with Pilaf, right? So we pay an energy. So second turn, right, my first turn will look something like this. If I had like this hand, for example. We would pay 1. We would use this as our energy, charge, play Pilaf, draw a card, doesn't matter what. Then we would get attacked. We would end turn. They do their shenanigans, they attack us, we combo for 1. Bam, we got the inner Z energy. Next on our list, we charge up again. We could go into, like if I have Vegeta, we do, well no, I wouldn't be able to attack. So we would attack with leader, combo with that. Then we would try to play another of our cards, and we would try to get another combo off, get to 3 energy, and then awaken, drawing 2 cards. I'm just picking up cards as we go. Actually, maybe it would be better off if I just shuffled the deck instead of picking up. But that's, we get our 3 energy. We have our 3 cards in our Z energy. And then we pay 2 of them. So we throw our Goku and Vegeta out. And we pay 1 energy in order to get Practicing Fusion out. And now we're just looking through our deck trying to get out fusions. So that's pretty much how the first 2 turns are supposed to go. Does it end up that way? Sometimes. The goal is to make this happen more like that. And again, I want to get Practicing Fusion out, but sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes it doesn't. Because I'm still new, so I'm trying to figure out like my first 3 turns. And I think on my second turn I want to get out Practicing Fusion, but it's hard because I don't really have a lot of like turn 2 cards that can attack. Because even with Vegeta, you know what I mean, I can put him out, and then, but without 3 Z energy, he can't attack. So it's sort of like I've got to figure out a way. I think I need something else that's going to let me get 1 more Z energy. Because if I get attacked, that's 1 energy. If I attack them, that's 2 Z energy. So maybe that way is not going to work. Because that still lets me awaken on my 3rd turn. I would have to wait for my 3rd turn since I don't have a lot of guys who can attack. Now, there is the Vegetas. So maybe I might add a few of these guys. I might try to add more of these because then I can play them and I can attack with this and I can combo with this. So if I attack and combo, that gives us our 3 cards. So maybe that's the way we go. So I might bump these numbers up. Because again, a lot of this game I'm finding out is figuring out how you want your turns to go. And here's the thing, I really do enjoy it. I think there is a lot of there's a lot of fun techniques in here. I just found that my first couple of turns to be lacking. Because I try to awaken as early as I can. But it can be real hard to do that because he requires Z energy. As long as you have 3 Z energy, you can awaken. But if you don't have cards that can attack second turn, it sort of puts you in a tough position. Now, so that's one part of this deck that I think I had an issue with, is trying to get my awakens off by the second turn. Excuse me. Another issue I had is playing this counters out. Now, this trance will negate the attack, and if you have a Z unison, you reduce the cost of this by 2. So it costs 1 energy to negate an attack. Sounds good, but again, the only Z unison I have is Majin Buu and Whis. I don't know how I feel about this, because I don't like having, I feel like I want a better Z unison. And again, maybe you can let me know in the comments what Z unison you think would be better off in here. Like, I think I might keep Majin Buu because I do like it. It's a blocker. It lets me draw a card and it readies up during my opponent's phase. And it lets me switch 1 of my energy up to active. So it does help out a lot. But you can only run 1 of these. So I think there's another Z unison I want to run in this deck. So that way it gives me more counters. And then when I play this guy on top of it, they'll get all the counters. Now, as you can see, I only have 2 defending with friends. I'm waiting for 2 more to come in. So I put an Oceanus to sort of give me, to sort of help me stall. And, let's see what else. Mafuba has been very, very helpful. It's helped me stop a lot of annoying cards. Dimension Magic has been amazing. I would definitely trade out Reinforcements for more defending friends. This has been an amazing card. I love this hatch. This is the second secret I've ever gotten, but it's a really cheap secret, and I think it's really good because it stops your opponent from attacking for the rest of the turn, and all you have to do is discard 1 card from your hand. So that's really, really strong. The only thing is, though, is that you've got to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, I think I might keep Majin Buu because I do like it. It's a blocker. It lets me draw a card and it readies up during my opponent's phase. And it lets me switch 1 of my energy up to active. So it does help out a lot. But you can only run 1 of these. So I think there's another Z unison I have is Majin Buu and Whis. I don't know how I feel about this, because I don't like having, the only thing is, though, is that you've got to, There's really nothing. You just discard. You could play this as early as turn 2 or turn 3, but a lot of times I hate wasting my secrets first. I want my opponent. What I've learned is the first one to use his secret can be can put yourself in a rough position. So you got to make sure that you got to watch out for when you use your secret. Broly's are in here because we can get rid of cards and he has double attack. So he pretty much attacks twice during the turn. You can attack for once, and then you can use his bottom effect to choose your opponent's battle cards, put it at the bottom of the owner's deck, and as long as your opponent has 3 or more energy, you can switch it back to active and get double strike. And 35,000 double strike is really strong to hit someone with, especially on turn 2, because as you can see, it only costs 2 energy to play this guy. So that's a really strong 8-drop to play. Oob is in here because we, again, a lot of people that I play against, they always have a lot of Z energy, so he's real cheap to play. And when he hits the field, we get to draw cards, and we get to add our opponent's cards to their Z energy. So there's this is a really strong card too. He hits like a truck. But here's the thing, right? If I was to tell you that, let me do it like this. I know the way I want to shuffle. I know the way I want to make this now. I've been thinking about it for a minute. How I want to sort of show off this. And I think this is the way to do it. So these are cards that will be played. This side is cards that will be played after turn 3. Right? So and the reason I say after like turn 3 or afterwards is because I always want to save an energy to make sure I have enough to play for Dimension Magic. Dimension Magic can be played at any time. But these are normally like the cards I play first turn. In this small amount of cards is what I play second turn. Because they only cost 1 energy if you look at all of them. The only thing so I don't really have a good second turn to play with. And I think this is where I'm struggling at. Because I have a lot of cards to play first turn. A lot of cards to play after turn 3. But not a lot of cards to play in my second turn. You guys actually come out. You can come out first or second turn, actually. So maybe we'll put you over there, too. I want to keep my counters separate. Like the cards that I use to negate attacks and stuff. I sort of want to keep these separate because I can play them at like turn 2. But this is pretty much it. And again, I find it hard to play Heroic Prospect because I need a good Blue Z Unison. And these are some of the lessons that I've learned while I'm playing the game. So I've just been again, I lost all my matches. I know I'm going to keep saying it, but I need to hit home the point that even though I've lost all these matches, it's a good learning experience because it makes me think how I could do things better. And actually, now that I'm looking at this like this, it feels like we got a nice spread. So, but here's the thing. I don't like playing these guys. Because here's the thing. If I play them turn 2, that means I don't have these guys in the drop. I have them in my hand. And I don't want them in my hand. I want them in the drop. Because every card that I use from my hand to pay for these guys for their fusion, that's resources I lose. And yeah, you're like, yeah, but you get this card down. You get a card on the field. I don't want to lose cards from my hand to fuse. I want to lose cards from the drop to fuse. Because then they're free. It actually helps me out if I have these 2 in a drop. And then I pay an energy to fuse. And now I've got 2 Z energy and a fusion on the field. And I feel that's way better than fusing from the hand. So we're going to figure something out here. This deck is probably going to change a little bit more. Because even though I like the way some of it is, like I find myself not playing this guy because this is 5 energy. This is a huge cost. And a lot of the games I played didn't go to 5 turns, alright? Like they didn't go past turn 5 or turn 6. Normally we ended at like turn 3 or turn 4. I like Hildegarn because he can help me ramp up faster. Still don't know how I feel about that. And what I mean by ramp up faster is I can this I can KO one of my battle cards and add the top card of my deck to my energy and rest mode. So he helps me build up my energy faster, which can put me ahead of the game. But I need to be at turn 4 to play him, because paying 3 energy, you pay 3 energy to play him, and you need 2 or more blue or green battle cards in your area or combo area to play this card. So I sort of, so I like him, but I don't want to play him turn 3. I sort of want to play him turn 4, because then I have an extra energy. And if we can get to turn 5 and turn 6, we can figure something out. So I definitely want more Defending Friends. I think I need to figure out something to do to play at like turn 2 or turn 3. Either something that's going to stall, or a few more blockers might be helpful that are like turn 1. That let me draw a card. That might be more beneficial too. I definitely want a few more Gokus and Vegetas, because these guys actually will be better off being played in turn 2. So yeah. I think that's good. How long is the video? Oh, 26 minutes. Okay. I didn't want to make the video too long. I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I had and some of the issues that I ran into while I was playing this game. But, lack of cards, lack of things. But let me know what cards you think I should add into my deck, or look at and think about adding into the deck. Because again, I've just gotten into the game. You know what I mean? I've been playing for like 2 or 3 weeks. Excuse me. And I want to do more with the deck, but I don't know like every card. And yeah, the community that I've been playing with has been really helpful. Don't get me wrong, but I sort of want to toss this question out to you guys as well. If you're looking at this deck, what do you think you would add more or less of? Oh, and before I forget, let me just show you what I have for my Z Battle. For my Z Battle cards, right? Because that might give you, because that's going to give you a better idea. If I only show you this stuff, you won't, it's not fair to you, because then you don't understand the Z Battle cards. Now, your Z deck is sort of like your fusion deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not really fusion, but it's like your extra deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the word I was looking for. So, these are cards that we do have. So, we have, where are you? There we go. So the reason I'm showing Defending Friends is because sometimes I don't have like 3 Z energy. So, Surmounting the Impossible is here, because he can just stay on the field and he can count as my Z Battle card. So that way, when I play my Floodgate card, I have a Z Battle card and his effect kicks off. That's also the reason why this baby is here, because he has barrier. So the opponent has to spend a lot of cards to get rid of this barrier, because there's not a lot of cards there are cards that get rid of barrier, but they sort of take an extra step or 2 to get rid of them. So my goal is I want to get one of these 2 out. The first goal is to try to get this out and then get Frieza out. That way we have a blocker, we have a Z Battle card. Now, if I can't get that out, I want to get out Baby, so that way, like as soon as I draw Defending Friends, I want to have a Z Battle card, and preferably as Baby. I've never used Janemba yet. He's there, but I don't really use him for nothing. And then you have your Z extra card, which for us is the Black Kamehameha. And then we have our Vegito Godly Spirit and our Beerus Area Annihilator. I've definitely used the Beerus a lot. Again, it's not hard to get up to 3 Z energy when when most of our fusion materials go into our Z energy. The issue is getting all the energy up. So I'm definitely going to have to figure out some things here. But yeah, this is a Z deck, as you can see. Again, this comes in with a stack. So when this gets played, these 2 get played underneath it. And then we can pay an energy to get out Frieza. We can pay 2 energy to pull out Weiss. And Weiss lets us, gives us the ability to give the target of one of our opponent's attack to another card. So yeah, there's a lot of things we got going on here. But yeah, that is the deck. Let me know your comments below. And again, I'll take all constructive criticism. You know what I mean? And I know some people are gonna, some people are gonna publish that and be like, yeah, I'd be one with that deck. You probably would have. You know what I mean? I'm still playing against some tough people, but I'm learning. I'm gaining experience as I go along the way, and I can only get better from here. Because when you start from the bottom, the only way is up. Truly. But yep, that's going to be the end of this video. I kept you here long enough. And let me know what you think about this video format. Because I definitely have thought about doing something for Marvel Champions like this. But the reason I didn't want to do Marvel Champions is because Marvel Champions isn't really competitive. So, like, I don't really feel there's a strong urge to be like, oh, if you do Marvel Champions, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't feel like doing a strong deck profile like that. But in something competitive like this, where you play against other people constantly and you play against a ton of different leaders, you know what I mean? I think there's some good value in having a discussion around these cards. But I also think there's good value in having a discussion about Marvel Champion cards too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to work out, to be honest with you. Again, I'm throwing stuff at the wall that I think I would enjoy doing. Like, I would definitely enjoy talking about my losses, what I played against in tournaments, and, discussing my mistakes that I think I've definitely done. But, yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, yup. I've really got to go use the bathroom. So I will catch you all on the next one. You have been entertained by Vitalis Entertainment. Now, what was I doing? I'm going to figure out a bit of catchphrase, y'all. But until then, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.